Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we are going to reveal on the channel one of my favorite cards out of the new set, one of my favorite deck styles out of the new step. New step. I'm too excited to talk. New set. It's Zur the Eternal Schemer, the white, blue, black Esper human wizard 1/4 flyer. Gives your enchantment creatures Death Touch, Lifelink, and Hexproof. For 1 and a white, target non-aura enchantment you control becomes a creature in addition to its other types, and has base power and toughness, each equal to its mana value. Reading this, your initial instinct is enchantment tribal. We're going to be an enchantment tribal deck. We're going to run a whole bunch of enchantments. We're going to run Hallowed Haunting and a number of other enchantments that are very kind of casual fun. But in playing with this card, I saw a lot more potential because we already run a number of powerful enchantments in control and mid-range decks already. And Zur's ability to give those enchantments creature powers, particularly Lifelink and Hexproof, are wow. It really lets you turn the corner in mid-range decks, and it lets you just blow out opponents who, like control decks who go all in on something like a Farewell. If you just counter that Farewell, untap with Zur, and make 2 or 3 creatures, they often just die. So Zur strikes me as not just a meme tribal deck synergy card, but also as a mid-range to control leaning finisher. And that's where this deck kind of got going, because at first, I promise you, almost every creature and planeswalker you see in this deck was an enchantment before, and you can check those out live streams here on YouTube. The VODs are currently public. In the future they will be for YouTube members only, but right now they are public from the release day and from the early access stream, so you can watch all the Zur glory. You can see the evolution of the deck right before your very eyes as we tried to turn it into a proper Esper mid-range to control leaning list, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to play it here for you today in a proper video for the channel, even though it's had plenty of gameplay on those streams before. The key card with Zur that makes Zur go absolutely burr is Leyline Binding. Already, in my opinion, one of the best cards and most underrated cards in the set. This often is a 1 white exile anything at instant speed, which is busted for all formats, not just standard. However, it's probably confined to standard because in order to do that, you have to play some tapped lands, the tri-lands coming out of New Capenna. So we are running those in this deck, and you'll see that we wanted Rafine's Tower because we are a base Esper deck. There's nothing in here you can't cast without, outside of Esper colors. There's no red cards and green cards per se, but we want the other types. We want green and we want red to fill out our Leyline of Binding requirement. So we have 2 tri-lands that we can run that fill that requirement, Jetmir's Garden and Zeator's Proving Ground. If you draw either of these, you already have your Leyline down to a 3 cost. If you have any plains or island or whatever the thing that's not on here, particularly an island, it's down to a 2 cost. If you draw this and this, it's a 1 cost. So that's why we've got the tri-lands in the deck, is for Leyline of Binding. And why do we jump through all these hoops for Leyline of Binding? Because Zur turns it into a 6/6 hexproof lifelink. Okay, Death Touch as well. It turns it into a freaking Titan. An absolute Titan. So not only is it worth it, it's the finisher. It's the absolute killer of the deck. So hence the exceptionally whale mana base and splashing the other colors. Splashing the other colors isn't completely a meme though, because we also have another new card, Archangel of Wrath, that can use the red kicker that can come off of the Jetmir's Garden or the Proving Ground to do some extra damage, and it's worth it. This card, once again, is overperforming for me. It is actually bailing me out of situations I just didn't expect I could get out of. How often does the opponent feel a mile ahead because they have their flipped Fable of the Mirror Breaker, and they also have a Sorin on 2 loyalty, and you play this, and both those things die, and their battlefield has to get through a 3/4 lifelinker. It works out better than I ever thought this card would, and especially with mono red making a little comeback, maybe we had a hand in that. You want that stabilizing life-linking presence, even beyond Zur the Eternal Schemer, who gains you a ton of life itself. In fact, the amount of life gain we have in the deck is deceptive. Zur gains a ton of life, more than you would ever think. Archangel of Wrath is on it, and you have the Wandering Emperor and the Meat Hook Massacre. So the opponent's burning us out. They're going to have a harder time than I believe they expect. As for other good enchantments to play with Zur, we don't have to go into those enchantment tribal type things. We can run the Meat Hook Massacre, which can become a little attacker. We can run Wedding Announcement, which is one of the better cards post-rotation on its own. And we can run Spirited Companion, the goodest dog. Just dropping Zur on turn 3 and making this a Death Toucher is kind of a roadblock for a lot of opponents, because now they have to kill your 4 toughness Zur. They can't target this if Zur is on the battlefield, and any of their creatures will trade with it. So it's kind of a combo if you want to play Zur on turn 3. The cut down does hit Zur, and it's a card that we're running as well, because it's a new card that destroys target creature with total power and toughness 5 or less, 1/4's count. But other than that, a lot of lightning strikes in this format. They don't mess with Zur very well. Other cards that we're trying in the deck that are new are more 1-drop removal. If you're going to play 12 of these lands that enter the battlefield tapped, you need removal or interaction that is 1 mana, so you don't lose the game in best of 1 just by default. So we have 3 cut downs, 2 Rona's Vortexes, which is another new card with kicker that we're trying, and a Runic Shot, which is a card that impressed me as well. And don't forget, Leyline Binding can be 1 mana if you lead on a Rafine's Tower and then follow with another Tri-land, so that's pretty nice. Aside from that, Make Disappear is good in this deck because we actually have creatures to sacrifice. Rafine is good in this deck. I had trouble cutting down to 1 copy, but I'm pretty happy with it. Sarah Paragon is great in the mid-game, letting us cast 3 mana or less cards from the graveyard, getting back Spirited Companions, Wedding Announcements, Zurs. Very, very powerful. The Wandering Emperor is just the Wandering Emperor, and Cruelty of Gix is a card that I really think is meant for more mid-rangey Jund type lists, but trying one in this deck makes sense because 1, it's an enchantment and Zurgo Burr, and 2, because you just kind of want some mid-range haymakers if you're going to go up against any kind of other control or mid-range deck. And this can often go get you a Zur, which is usually the thing you need to close the game in the mid-game. Like, you're just like, all right, a top deck Zur here, and I'll be able to make 2 creatures and just crash in. And this goes and gets Zur, or it can bring Zur out of the graveyard. So, hence Cruelty of Gix. Mana base is a work in progress. Pretty happy with the 5 pain lands and 3 chill lands, as well as a number of cards that provide 1 color, but it is a work in progress. Mana bases continue to need to be tuned for the new meta. All right, intros always go long when I read a lot of new cards and explain choices for the deck, because there's a lot to talk about when there are new cards. But I do have to thank my patrons, and because I have a backlog of patrons to thank who have signed up at the $4.99 or higher shout-out tiers, thank you. What a great problem to have. I do have to thank like 3 of videos until we're caught up. So this video is dedicated to Mark 10 TG, Javier MP, and Lucas Lankus. You guys, you're very cool. Thank you very much. And when you sign up at the $9.99 or higher tier US residents, you get the Shark and Wolf tokens sent right to you, and yours is on your way, those who signed up at that tier. Let's dive in. Let Zurgo Burr nonsense begin. Yo guys, quick break in to my own video to let you know that the Covert Go Blue playmats are back in stock. So if you wanted to get yourself a little something to celebrate my birthday, these beautiful playmats give you plus 10 luck on MTG Arena when used as a mousepad, and plus 10 shuffler bonus at your local game store. Those things are just statistical facts guaranteed. Check out lanterngames.com. Products, official Covert Go Blue playmats. There should be a link below in the description. We only bring in 100 of these at a time, and they're ready to ship wherever they need to be shipped. So get yours today, because once they're gone, they'll be gone again for a long time. And thank you very much to everybody who checks it out. Now back to the video. Doggo will have to save the land. We have no tri-land. We're really banking on this Make Disappear and this Doggo to get us somewhere in the top of our deck, to be kind. But we do have the Archangel of Wrath and draw 1 tri-land, and the Binding is online, and I think we're going to try it. Mulliganing is kind of rough. It's kind of rough out there, to be honest. I guess I'll make blue mana available, just in case we want to cast Rona's Vortex right away. Do we? I think we do. Just give them a little setback on the draw. Worth it. All right, Puppers, come on down. They could go 3-mana Liliana. Do I really want to sit here, though, with Make Disappear in my hand for the entirety of this game? Yeah, we'll play the dog. We have more cards than they do, actually, if they play a Liliana. Yep.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Don't overthink.
So I'm just going to give up on holding up mana for Make Disappear and focus on board presence. And I think that's going to be fine. So we could play this right here and leyline them, I think. Red, green, white. Nope. Not how that works. I think we just play the wedding announcement, though. If the sacrifice ability of a Liliana is bad, the card itself is going to struggle. Like, what are they going to do? Make me sacrifice my 1/1 for 2 of their loyalty? In the meantime, plussing just makes them discard while they're falling behind on board. Okay, those critters can't block.
Drop it.
Yep, no problem, but telling my dog to drop it does kind of make sense. All right, land down. This now costs 3. These can attack Lily. We draw a card. We play another Spirited Companion. Like, our value is well ahead of them. Did they just try to block with that zombie?
You couldn't be more annoying.
All right, so we could draw a Cut Down, which is a black. Or we could draw another Rona's Vortex, which is a blue. There's only one of those left in the deck, and there's 3 cut downs. So let's leave the black open. Cruelty of Gix. Another Caves. Cruelty of Gix in this spot? What do we think? I wish I had a cut down for this card. What are you gonna do with it? They can sack their zombie here. Okay. I will sacrifice this soldier token. Nice. Lily? Continuing to push a discard agenda? No! Going after the dogs. I guess we kind of showed why Lily isn't exactly broken in this format. This might be the best time to play this, because they might have another Liliana based on that, but they're going to flip the Henrika and draw a card off of it. We really want to give them all that? Doubt that we do. Sick 'em, boy. Okay. 1, 2. Ooh, we have another option, and it's this card. Just take out that Henrika. Have this on the board. Pretty strong. We're going to get another 1/1, so we're protected from the next Liliana. Ow. 2 damage. Nice. That works. No, my dog. I love my dogs. Fortunately, Graveyard Trespasser doesn't quite line up against Archangel of Wrath. Take 2 damage to cast this one, or sweep them up with the hook. Let's get the cruelty going. That sounds so bad. They do have something here. Might be cut down or march. The interesting part is if they like exile a card from their hand here in March, we just read ahead. We don't have to do the discard part. Yeah, there it is. Exiling. Invoke Despair. My opponent didn't read the card. It says that I can only choose a creature or planeswalker to make them discard. That's a lot worse. All right, what do we want to get? What are we paying 3 life for here? I mean, Zur is usually the go-to. So yeah, I mean, the deck's not called anything else Gober. It's Zur Gober. Also, if they attack with this Trespasser, we don't have anything in our graveyard next turn, which is a little bit of a problem. Do I hold this for Lily? No, we play it out. We have 2 enchantments we might need to turn into creatures. But if they draw a Lily here, that's pretty disturbing. If they draw a removal spell for the Angel, that's really bad. It's got them thinking. Underdogger. You're not attacking though, are you? It might attack with the Trespasser? I mean, you're giving me a lot of life. Like, if you attack with the Trespasser and take the dog, I can't reanimate the dog, but I can reanimate the Trespasser. Okay, they just pass. So, Henrika? Companion. I love my dog, but it's gotta be you, right? Pretty good card. Pretty good card. Zur could go Burr, animating the wedding festivity. Kind of like Hook for 3, though. Okay, bye. I get it. You don't like me having your creature. All right, we go first. We've got the cards. Another, the Cruelty of Gix, one of. Just making regular appearance here on the show. Opponent, you gonna do anything? You gonna come at me? Yeah? Yeah? Bloodthirsty Adversary. I don't plan to leave my mana up next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to, but I don't plan to. That said, I don't have a good solution. You know, let's just use this cut down. I don't have a good solution to a Thundering Riju. And we can go Wedding Announcement in to make disappear. It's fine. Oh, Binding? Binding can take care of that if we draw well. Just have to hit one of those tri-lands that we have 12 of and haven't seen. Mono faces Kakazan and a Phoenix Chick. Alright. Couple of critters on the field. Another Wedding Announcement. When they might have a Thundering Riju next turn. And if they just don't give us something to make disappear, it's a disaster. We play it. Pain lands against Mono Red. No! I'm just gonna say no attackers because 3 1/1s could be a problem for a Riju. Oh, I guess not. It'll be a 4/4. Only goes face. Why wouldn't they? Electrostatic Infantry. 2/3 trample. Pretty good against our tokens. Phoenix Chick goes in for 1. Okay, we will continue to take 1 damage. Woof. Tri-land. No. Okay. Big turn coming. But we're gonna have a lot of bodies. And they're going to be huge. So I think we can stop the infantry. Now it's about aerial damage. Another one, huh? I think we let that be. Don't think that's worth a counter right now. I think we've got the stop for that. We've solved that problem. We have solved all the problems. We do have to wipe our own board, though. It's kind of cringe. I guess we don't have to. I guess when things die in combat, they get exiled instead. If we wait another turn, though, everything will be a 3/3 or greater. Let's just pass. Let's just pass. We got Leyline. We got Make Disappear. Let's make our whole squad huge. And then hook them for 2 next turn. Yeah, lightning strike me, baby. Or lightning strike one of the tokens, I guess. Works for me. I may still have to meat hook my board if these get too big. Just the check. Uh-huh. I mean, we're about to sweep it, right? So we don't care. And land from the opponent. The worst binding I've cast so far for 5 mana. Still good. Opponent unleashes that last burn spell. What a champ. To the top. Uh-oh. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I think the hook is a little better right here, but this is so good. Because if we draw a red source, this can take out the infantry. Probably not in time, though. Maybe this... You know what? This is better. This is better. Can you believe it? It's a 5/6. Get rid of this. We'll go to 9. 1. Let's see. 5. We attack with all these. I guess Hammerhand could beat us here. So if they make the Archangel Wrath unable to block, it could beat us here. Let's wait another turn. Besides, it was lethal just because it was on the battlefield. Of course the opponent's going to scoop. Okay, we finally have the Tri-land start, and we don't have a binding, but we do have a 1-mana removal spell. And we have the Cruelty of Gix in our opener for this, I think it's the 3rd consecutive game. Easy. That's why we play the 1-ofs. Especially the 5-drop 1-ofs, so we can just always draw them. Mono red again. People be out watching videos. There's the binding right on cue. Part of me says I should just take this off the board. 1 drop for 1 drop, but nah. Okay. And another one. Okay, I'm gonna cut one of those chicks down. And I'm gonna save the binding for something larger. And we'll see if that actually comes to pass. Oh no! This mana won't be useful. I think we still play the companion. We need the card. The Runic Shot. Okay, we're bottlenecked on white. Could get ugly. Need to draw more white sources. Good. Using removal on the dog is fine. They didn't get another creature down, so that's good. Let's hold. In the future, this might be better. I'll probably end up using the binding this turn on like a Thundering Riju. Or a Defiler of Instinct. Alright. Come on, top deck land. Let's go. This is getting silly. Thank you. Needed that. Now we have Rona's Vortex. We still need another white source. Okay. The opponent is making this very difficult. But so are we. There's another white source. Alright, let's drop this sucker. That beautiful lifelink on the card. Oh my goodness. See if you can get through that. Stormseeker. I might have a lightning strike here. Yeah, they have a lightning strike. It's always the last card. Let's take it. If this stays on the board, we'll win. So all we gotta do is kill this, start attacking. Zergober. Still bottlenecked on white. We could go to 5 and make a 6/6 lifelink. Logs. Alright. Probably better than removing their stuff. Attack you for 9 lifelink. Oh, good luck. That's not the top deck. Uh-huh. Good one. Get out of here, Mono Red. You're my victim. This deck enjoys taking your lunch money. All right, the Tri-lands are here. We just gotta draw the bindings. Cut down, we'll have to bridge the gap to the hook to the end the Wandering Emperor. But our opponent might not be aggro. Although Thran's Portal, probably aggro. Definitely aggro. Definitely aggro. I'm just gonna cut you down. We're not messing around. Opponent might have defensive spells for that thing. They definitely built their deck expecting to make it grow. Hey, that was their only creature. I love it. I think we might cycle this, so we'll hold it. Because if we have a land in the graveyard, the Paragon can play it, which is so cool. I've never taken as many Play with Fires to the face as I have this week. And I played against a lot of Boros. Like, let me tell you, the believers in Play with Fire are out and about. Full steam ahead for Play with Fire believers. It was a tough scry, but the opponent kept it. That's probably good for us. Now they're deciding whether or not to lightning strike my face. Do it. Do it. Take your weapon. Strike me down with all of your hatred. New Dominaria board? Don't know if I've actually played on it yet. If I did yesterday, I didn't even notice. Oh! It's a Lotus Fountain! There it is! They figured it out. They have struck me in the face. Want it as a Gobbo pet? Cute. What? No, that's dynamite! Careful with that, buddy. What are you doing? It's your master. You threw dynamite at them. Our opponent's a very thoughtful Delver gamer. Blue-red hyper aggro burn. Whoa! What do we got here? Little stress ball? Little stress ball action? Love it. I think on this turn I'm going to attempt a hook for 1 that might get... I guess it's not going to get countered, right, if they have red. So we're just going to hook for 1. So I'll cycle this if the opponent ever passes the turn. I'll just be playing in the river over here. It's fine. This is fine. I got a soul ring. I'll spin it. Yeah. There we go. Nothing but a good time getting roped by silly Delver gamers. I would like your Delver to die. How about that? Alright. Now please cast your lightning strike to the face. You need to stay committed. Committed to the cause. Gain 1 life. Opponent can't take it. Well, good early interaction. We will keep it. Just need to draw 1 of those other triumphs, and these bindings are cheap. Even at 3 mana, they're good. So it's not like I'm complaining. Okay. No make disappear from the opponent, but we top decked 1. Let's see if they have a Rafine here. Or wedding announcement. That's pretty good. We do not have a wedding announcement, but I'll take theirs. Maybe we should say go and let them decide on some plays first, but they might have a counterspell, but they didn't on 2 mana. Yeah, we'll pass. Okay. Counter that one or bind the other. I don't think it particularly matters, but let's see what they do with their 1/1. Okay, they attack. In that case, let's hit the one that doesn't have anything out of it yet. Do we block? No, Zur can make the dog better. Tough spot. Tough spot. I think the opponent might attack with 2 creatures next turn, which we could trade with them, and then their Wedding Announcement draws 1 card and becomes an Anthem, and it's not particularly great. But also just hook for 1, then they never draw a card off of it. I mean, this is really about fighting for cards, right? I think we can make that fight one that we can win, but I do need to keep digging into the deck. We're having some, I don't know, don't feel too lucky. Can't seem to get the cards together in the right places. Okay. Take these out before they come 2/2s now, I guess. Yeah, that's not good. That is a really good triple Wedding Announcement draw from our opponent. And now we are not going to win the grind. So we could play Zur and start hitting. Opponent does have 2 mana up. Could be really bad if they get this back after we turn it into a creature. I think we just say go and plan to bind one of those. The new one. Rafine. They're playing around Make Disappear at every turn. But fortunately we can just cut that down. No, we can't. No, we can't because of this Wedding Announcement. Triple Wedding Announcement draw is really tilting. Oh my god. They're just so good at Magic, I can't compete. I just... Like, what the hell am I supposed to do if my opponents are going to be that lucky? Alright. Play this. I guess the solution has to be Zur Burr. What else can we do? We can't counter frickin' anything. Oh my goodness, what a bizarre game. We finally got him thinking. He has taken the fight to you. I think we just take it. There's a number of cards like Meat Hook that we just don't need to give them an easy play for. Wandering Emperor also would get us there. Okay, that's all you got? That's all you got. Alright, power up. Wandering Emperor mana, you say? Get rid of that. Gonna take a chunk out of you. Raw. Damage? Down to 1? Down to 1, you say? This might be a very sweet victory. If this resolves, oh my goodness. The next spell you put on the stack, I'm just gonna pitch something to make disappear, buddy. Man, despite everything going wrong, at least that's how it felt as I tried to play a traditional Esper game and like set up the win. Despite everything going wrong, here we are. All right, casualty. I will sacrifice Zur. Putting lethal meat hook damage on the stack and taking your march down. Make disappear for lethal. It didn't even have to counter anything. Okay, kind of the worst nightmare as this is a tapped plains and a tapped swamp. I guess we have the Leyline. If we draw any land, this is functional though, and we do have a 1-mana removal, so I'm still gonna play it. The worst nightmare. Let's try it. Just draw Rafine's Tower off the top and we're good. Rafine's Tower off the top, please. Okay, blue cards, awesome. Maybe we draw a blue source. I'm trying to believe in my deck here. Okay. I mean, we can get the wedding announcement down. And that's what you want to do for turn 3. But we're still looking for that blue source. Opponent activates a blood token, dropping a mountain. Okay. Let's see what they do now. Big turn for them to put the pressure on. So far, they just have a bunch of 1/1s. So far, they're meat hook bait. Okay. You can make the 1/1 able to block for a turn with Hammerhand. Interesting choice. I guess that plays around a meat hook. Another land. It's not blue, though. Archangel could come down, but let's stall on that. Let's just take a shot. I think I heard a shot. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-da-dun. We're ready for the Reju. Bring it on. Fable's really... Didn't want to see that. Yeah, we don't trade here. Our creatures are about to be 2/2s. Let's just take that Fable out. Don't let them fix that hand. Blue source? Nope. Can't do it. Could play the 3/4 lifelinking Angel, but if I do pull off 1 more mana, it'll have the ability to kill stuff. I gotta dig for the blue source. That's what it's all about here. Double dog down. Okay, fine. That is a source for the Angel of Wrath. And these are all 2/2s now. So the ground is taken care of. The ground is cared for. What? I mean, I don't know what they're up to, but I'm blocking with lots of things. I feel I'm getting these Embercleave, turn it sideways no matter what vibes. Alright, not as terrifying as I expected. They were literally just throwing their stuff into the ocean of creatures. Unfortunately, we don't kill something here, but just being a 4/5 lifelinker should be good enough to lock this one up. Opponent drops an Epicure. Defiler of Instinct. You got more to do with that card? Haven't seen one of these look good yet. So let's see if the opponent has plays here. You can deal 1 damage to any target if they pay Phyrexian mana to cast some stuff. Visionary. There's a card I haven't seen in a minute. 2 damage to you, exile top card, play it. 4/3 that can't block. Okay. They go face. They took 2 to deal me 1, but they did get a little mana boost from it. Just gonna take this out now. Then I'm gonna start the beatdown. And I'm gonna cycle this. We might hit a tapped blue source, so I'm gonna cycle it now. Okay, blue source acquired. Next turn, Zergo Burr. And they see a Phoenix chick. Okay, let's go. Pack, pack, pack away. Coming in hot. Big old gang blockaroo in case they have a spot removal spell. They do. Chick now has a rabbit battery attached to it. Cute. Zur. Go. Burr. Zur. Go. Burr. Yes. I'll gain 18. And you'll die. That's what we're talking about. All right, once again, covert no blue. It's just becoming our thing, I guess. Let's go. I did not have the mana troubles I have had it in this recording this video anywhere else. Ah, there it is. Got there. All right. I guess we'll play another tapped one of these, though. No, we won't, because then it's black, black, and we don't play Rafine on time. Nope. No. We'll just play the blue, make them think about a counterspell here. But yeah, on stream, everything was dandy. Grand Portal and Blossoming Sand. See, you gain 1 and you lose 1. That's just balance. Yala Greeters, pretty good against the shot. They're not tapped, so I guess we just drop the Rafine. Give the one of Rafine a chance to shine. Yeah, here comes Wedding Announcement. We've got that card in our deck too. It's a good card. Opponents are drawing a lot of them though. Okay, they go with the treasure, which makes the make disappear look really good. I don't know, maybe we leave this back. If they attack with 2, they get to draw. They might not want to attack if we don't attack with the Rafine, but the Rafine grows. Yeah, there's no way we don't attack, right? Come on, what am I, a coward? Immediately rewarded. Get him. I think that's better than holding open Make Disappear and Wandering Emperor. We'll see what powerful 5-drop the opponent has, but I feel okay with this. Another Greeters. Fateful Absence, and they're spending their treasure. Hey, I'll take that. That is fine with me. All right, they're gonna draw off that Wedding Announcement again next turn. Doesn't look like I have a solution to it, so I should probably just cast Cruelty and get something out of their hand. A good creature or planeswalker. Ginny Fae or Jetmir. Oh man. Okay, token deck acquired. Jetmir gotta go. Next turn we're gonna tutor up another Meat Hook. Is that even going to be good? It won't be good if the opponent grows the Galagrators, so let's hope they don't, but I think they'll play Ginny Fae and make another creature with the Galagrators. What they should know is that we have a tutor coming up, and that they need to outgrow a meat hook, or they're just going to get hooked again. They did grow it. They saw it. Okay, we need an untapped land. We didn't get it. We didn't get it. Binding is 1 mana. Backup hook can go for 4 next turn. And this turn, Zur can go Burr, but we don't have anything. So I think we do Wandering Emperor this turn, and then hook next turn. Oh, Zur can go Burr. This can be a 5/5. They have a Fateful Absence, so they'll probably target the Zur, then we animate this. The next turn we get back the Zur and it dies? Well, we plan to hook for 4 next turn. We plan to hook for 4. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Wandering Emperor eating the Fateful Absence is pretty good for us. But also we could save it. Yeah, Zergo Burr. 5/5. It won't have lifelink, so we might end up taking 10, going to 3, going to 2, because we have to pay 1 here. Double Fateful Absence, I guess, beats us. No, they go with Adeline. Nice. Okay. Scary, actually. 5. 5 toughness is a lot. Now the greeters have 5 toughness. You need an untapped land again? It's pretty tough. Pretty tough game. Don't have Absence open now, so they don't have that. So we get this lifelink. That's huge. But the opponent gets this 4/4 doggo. That's... Ah! Okay. So bad for us. Alright. How do we get out of this? You can block here and survive. You survive if you block here? And then if you survive, we get back something? Okay. I guess the hook's not going to be nearly as good as we hoped as this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, but gain 5. Okay. -1! And we got out of it. Okay. Tap land. Rafine's tower off the top for us. All right, we have interesting options here. The Galagrators, the Jetmir, the Ginny Fae, the Rafine. I mean, is it this? Because we can gain life? Is it this? I don't know. I don't know, man. This is so tough. I'm going with Jetmir. Hog. Let's go. All right. Jetmir on the board for me. Hook for 2. Clear a lot of this up. And gain that sweet, sweet life that we need. Play this tapped. Say go. You still have Fateful Absence. Kind of bad for us. But will they go after the Zur or the Jetmir? They have to go after the Zur, or we turn the hook into something that can death touch them. But they might go after Jetmir. For one thing, the tilt factor of having their own creature turn against them. And 2, it can trade with either one of their creatures. Oh my god, they led with Join the Dance. That is good and kind of scary, but it plays into the Make Disappear. However, if we use the Make Disappear, we can't use the Meat Hook as a blocker. Okay, here they come. Death Touch Meat Hook. If they take out the Zur, though, the Meat Hook no longer has Death Touch. They do go for Jetmir. All right. Oops. Does it block? Oh, it blocks the Adeline. It blocks the Adeline. Down to 3, up to 5. Hook triggers itself up to 6. Excellent. Wandering Emperor here before they get another use. We're trying to stabilize, it's so hard. We go up to 8.
My judgment is final.
Alright, if they have a Jetmir here, we're in huge trouble. I think we just let it go. We could kill one of these, kind of trade up, but I think I want more creatures on the board. Eventually this can flip. And we might draw something that brick walls them next turn. We'll see. Also a little risky if they just have some kind of pump effect. Not again. Stop! Stop! At least it doesn't actually add more creatures to the board in this spot. Could power this up and attack them with it, and this. And then we draw and gain 3 life. Have 6 coming back at us. Can probably counter a... Yeah, we can counter a Jetmir. I think that's the play. Wedding announcement triggering itself. They finally go for Fateful Absence. They tried to ignore this card. You waited too long. This might punish me, though, if they rip a Jetmir as well. But that's their 3rd Fateful Absence. So how much spot removal can a deck like that run? All right. I'm going to play this out. We have these that we still haven't had time to crack. Every mana could matter. Alright, this time I block. Enough being a coward. We joined the dance. Alright, there's a lot of critters out there. Cycle instead of Clue. Just to be more mana efficient, since we probably want to cycle it anyway. It's going to probably be too slow to matter in the game. Alright, Spirited Companion. Has Death Touch, has Lifelink. Good one. Land. Okay. Let's draw, see what we get. Wow, that's good. That's good. If we're willing to tap out, that's good. Yeah, I am. Kill one of them at least. Down to 9. Do we attack here or make another creature and just wall up? I think we wall up. I think we try to go into control mode here. But they are at 11. Another 5 out of them, and they're really close to dead next turn. And we do gain 3 from this wedding announcement. Alright. Draw a card. Yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. It's a tough call. Paragon, that's another good mid-range draw. Look at all the stuff we can get back. Get back a hook for 1. That's as big a hook as you can get back, though, because then it doesn't cost 3 anymore. It costs more. Hook for 1, not very good here. Opponent finally They're finally flooding out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're taking control. All right, can I finish the job? Play the Paragon. Hook Rafine. Rafine can finish the job. Gosh, what could they have that would be a blowout here? This is the bad attack, so we'll just take it off. We don't need it. Zergo Burr. Look at the land. But I need to discard the only 2 spells to threaten lethal. Of course I do. Eight in the air. Wow. Okay. That was a fight and I loved it. What a game. And we are back for the post-game wraps. Let's check the stats powered by MTG. Assistant download link in the description. Clicking on it does support the channel and it's literally free, so you can try it out for yourself. Boom. Stats. 17 wins. 5 losses since I put the deck together yesterday. 17 wins, 5 losses, all of them ranked, all of them on ladder, even split among play and draw, which I feel like we never see, which is kind of funny. And my favorite, Boros, taking them to the woodshed, farming them, undefeated against Boros, also undefeated against Mono Black. The deck, does it have legs? Absolutely. Absolutely it does. Its biggest adversary, I would say, is control. Like an all-in control deck. Dimir, Esper, blue-white, old school control of the kind of which you don't see too often on ladder. Those decks, when they play farewell, ugh, if it resolves and you didn't save a make disappear, you're gonna lose. So yeah, that's a big problem. But other than that, in the mid-range fights and against aggro, this deck comes to play, and it's clear the opponents yet they don't know how to deal with Zur yet. They don't respect Zur. And I will say, some of the games you saw today, not my best. I usually curve out better than that. We had some very weird, awkward, missing the correct land kind of draws, and you know what? Still took him out to the woodshed, still absolutely found ways to win that game. Zur is insanely powerful, and when you slam it in the mid game, they usually don't see it coming. It turns things on a dime, and it's much better than a meme enchantments only card. So should you craft it? Should you play it? I think definitely. I don't know if it will be tier 1 throughout standard, but it's an excellent ladder deck, especially right now, because it really puts aggro aggressive decks in their place. The card I tried out today for the first time, Rona's Vortex, was good. I used it kicked a few times to permanently deal with some scary threats at instant speed, and just on the draw when you're a little behind in tempo, it helps set the tone for the game. So I like this 3-2-1 split over here with my new cheap removal cards, and I love the deck, so you should try it. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You are cool.